Alright guys, looks like we've got a Necromancer's Mirror matchup on the ring between Numudan and Eery for their first game in this best of 3 series for Skull of War 2. So big shout outs to Forest Spirit for organising and funding this one. Actual legend, man. So I'm going to actually maximise the opacity there. So here we go, we've got Numudan spawning as player number 1 today. So, like I said, he is Necromancer, taking that quick storehouse. His opponent today is Eery, not opting for the quick storehouse there. So a bit of a difference in the builds. We'll see how it pans out for them. Otherwise things can be quite similar, I think. Both of them obviously just creeping for the time being, not actually going for the ones up here because obviously you're going to pull a couple of extras. It's easier to always just try and take down the two pack. So we've already got a burial grounds out from Numudan, and Eery doesn't seem to have any production on the way. Seems to just be trying to go for a fast expansion here. Bit of a difference in the play styles here. So Eery taking that fast expansion, or Numudan obviously has that single barograms pumping out the units. He's already up by 6 pop. Oh, already up by 8 pop at this stage. So he's going to continually jump ahead by 2 pop for a little bit. And Eery is going to have this faster second settlement. So he's obviously going to have that bit of macro advantage with his worker count. This means that Numudan's going to have a much easier time of clearing this shrine, because he does have all these units here to deal the damage, to tank a bit so his char isn't tanking everything. And Eery's just going to be a fair bit slower with trying to take that initial shrine. So far we are seeing a little bit of a difference in the builds. So shrine being captured for Numudan. Eery hasn't started that just yet, but he has actually got this settlement out, so already his worker count's going to start shooting up. Numudan actually at the moment is housed, so I think he's... yeah, there we go, he's got the Mensolium going up. But even still, he's already down by 2 workers. Eery's going to have double worker production. I think he just sort of cut his workers there for a sec. Didn't quite have the resources to fit that and the Witch Doctor hut out. But he's got that on the way now. So he's already up by 5 workers, so that slight worker cut, not really a huge problem considering he's already got the double settlement production. And now he's got the Witch Doctor hut, so he's going to try and keep continual fire elemental production. And he's going to need to, because this is a big number of adepts here for Numudan. Now his second settlement is finished up as well, so he's 5.5 workers behind. But not a huge difference. Although he doesn't really have too much of an advantage with only 30 power more. Although it does mean he's going to have access to his Golem power spells a little bit faster than Eery will. And Eery's going to opt to take this bottom shrine, but Numudan sending a single zombie. Really smart of him. He gets 3 for free with char. So sending a single one down here to go and scout as well, but he's going to have to be a little bit careful. Eery in the meanwhile has a really low char. Doesn't have a huge amount of a force yet, because he's only got a couple of fire elementals out at the moment. And workers wise, Numudan has actually started to slightly catch up to, I don't know, yeah, it is still roughly about 5 workers difference. Looks like Eery is going to take this shrine and send some fire elementals up here, just sending a pair just in case there is a couple of adepts or all the zombies. Numudan doing a bit of a quick scout of his opponent. So he wouldn't have really seen too much in the way of production here, because there isn't really any for Eery. He's really only got the 2 Witch Doctor huts up here now. And there's other burial grounds there. So it's quite smart of Eery to actually hide these in a sense. But yeah, he is down in terms of population. Oh, he's housed at the moment, so that's not so good for him. But has he got some workers throwing something up somewhere? He's throwing up a settlement here, but I think he's really... Yeah, he is going to throw up a Mausoleum, because that is going to slow down his worker count advantage there. And Numudan right on the money with an expansion of his own. Another burial grounds. So we've got Mass Adept versus Mass Fire Elemental, I think is what we're going to see early on between these 2 Necromar players. Oh, what's that one called? Sorry guys, I'm not so familiar with a lot of the spell names, but well, the char is really low. Eery's char, that goes down. He's going to lose a pretty significant tank. So the adepts do snipe the char. Numudan in a really good position at the moment, but he's got to get off the spell of Eery's there. Sorry guys, let me know what those are called again, quickly. So this time Eery does only get housed very briefly there. Doesn't really slow him down at all. And it's really hard to not get housed in this RTS, it's so fast. More burial grounds, so it looks like Numudan pretty content to just go Mass Adept at this point. Here in the meanwhile, he's just got the 2 Witch Doctor huts. Third one on the way too. But the Lacerating Bone Adepts, they're gonna be a little bit tanky, hit that a little bit harder, so... Yeah, they actually get lifesteal, so... Really quite strong if they get us around. So Eery's gonna find it very hard to push into Numudan, but he's found a huge amount of workers here. Numudan is gonna be able to get a good surround on a lot of these elementals and pick them off. The rest of them running for their lives. Eery sending one to come and scout here, I think. Oh no, he's accidentally just let it get rallied in. But all the Bone Adepts are going to catch a lot of the fire elementals. Eery doing a good job of trying to split some of them out of here, but they are going to stick around and take the fight, and they are ultimately going to get picked off here. So Eery down by quite a bit in terms of population, but his worker count is quite a fair bit ahead of Numudan's at 19 ahead. But that's putting him in even more dire straits because he's basically got no army compared to Numudan at this point. I think this may be a GG perhaps, because I don't know if Eery's going to be able to hold this at this point. So Numudan trying to maximise the value he's getting out, forcing Eery's army back here, but also trying to snipe as much here as he can. Destroying Mausoleums, farms, getting a lot of worker kills. So Eery back down to 50 workers. He's actually back under where Numudan's is, and his population is much lower than Numudan's at the moment as well. So this second settlement is going to get picked off, I think. Eery is going to try and use his AoE spell to pick off a lot of those units, but it's too little too late, I think. And he just doesn't have enough to really to defend up here because there's more Bone Adepts running in. Some zombies being thrown up by Numudan, and a single G thrown up by Eery. I don't know if he meant a GG or just single G. So in terms of worker counts, Eery really boomed up over Numudan there, but I think that was sort of to his demise, and maybe if he would have went for the Adepts, he could have held, considering Numudan didn't push that early, but at the same time, yeah, just that many Adepts just overran him completely. Obviously the way to play the matchup.